Hey guys, welcome to my first video. I'm making a bag review. So this is the Wander Waterproof Daypack. Wander is like a Japanese hiking brand. I bought this because I really like the design, the side zipper, the TPU coated, and the logo is kind of cool. But I've had this for 4 years, so this is like my 4-year review. Before I get right into it, here's like the mini reflection after 4 years. This is definitely more for camping, and I felt the inconveniences because of that. They've tried to make the lightest bag possible, which I commend them, but there's definitely some sacrifices for that, but that's if you're not using it for camping really. So I'll get into those for sure. Like, it's held up. I hear this, like, you can see some of like the TPU coating is, I don't know if it's coming off or discoloring, but I've never had water problems in here. Like, all these seams are like, they're like kind of like sealed. It's not like the normal stitching way because of for water to not get in. Yeah, I've always been super confident taking us out in the rain, heavy rain. I've never had any issues whatsoever. Here's like a back look. Yeah, so I guess we can get right into it. A lot of the straps, I like changed them myself, like, because I wasn't using them very well and I didn't want it dangling all the time. So this is how I've done it. If you guys have, I don't have really much use for the straps. Maybe I'm not using it right. Maybe I'm not a 5-head and figure out a way to do so. I'm monkey. So let me know if I'm, like, for example, biggest problem was like an umbrella. Like, I didn't want to always put it in there. I sometimes hook it in here. You can hook like your shoes here. I think it's meant for like putting a sleeping bag or like tying up clothes, but I have not. I'm too much of a poser. I don't go camping much. I definitely should go camping more. But let's just get right into it. It's full. I filled it up. So you can see here. Got some tissue. I definitely, so when I have keys like for my car, I felt like I didn't feel super comfortable putting it in here. I was worried the key would just like hit my house key, for example, because connect to my car keys would ruin this. So I definitely recommend getting something like this. It's just like from Daiso. It's like, it's pretty small. Little pack like that. Okay, so let's continue. Some supplements. Tide pen. Lip balm. An Anchor 10,000 milliamp MagSafe charger. Power bank, sorry. A tester hand cream, some alcohol swabs, and I got my 2 cables for my iPad and MacBook. And that's about it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's like it's like okay size. Anything small, I highly recommend putting in here. One thing to note for sure. One thing to note is, I wasn't aware of it, but stitching, this probably should be more thought out more. It's a smart idea, basically preventing water coming into the end of the zipper. I'll put it here. But a lot of times I was in a rush and I would just go, and that's over time. The threads have come out a little bit. So just be aware of that. I'll do a reflective in terms of like worth or not. Definitely you're paying like at least 60% of the cost, I would say, is definitely for the brand and maybe the design. This is how they're connected. I always worry about this. I always thought this would rip, but again, I haven't like stressed it enough to use it, so it's fine, but I didn't really put much use into it. I just made some random like wave. This is the straps, pretty thin, but like it was comfy. It was the more annoying part, what I'll get into is like, if this is not full, and the laptop hook comes off a lot and it would flop, and like this is not like a flat material, so like Again, I'm not too sure about backpack ergonomics. If you guys are more aware, please leave a comment. But when you pick it up, the bottom part would touch your back, and like this part wouldn't. So it didn't feel right. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm sure if you filled it up more all the time, which I didn't, it would probably be fine. But every time I fill it up more, it just gets super heavy because I have like books and tech, not clothes and whatnot. So yeah, this holder feels really good. Nothing deteriorating from that. And this part here, would you put like a sleeping bag? Yeah, so here like another, and there's parts for it here too. This is the bottom part. Like you'd think this is to like help sit up the bag. It really doesn't. I don't know why this is here, but this is to like hook more of those straps. And it came with it. I just took them off and put them somewhere else. And these straps are reflective, and they're pretty cool design. I mean, like it's the brand everywhere, which is like subjective if you want that or not. I probably would have maybe done like an initial in the triangle. I don't know, be more sleek. This part again to secure something. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm not a hiker. I use this to like go to work and school. And these chest strap here, movable. And there's one at the bottom too. Yeah, I noticed the stability would help a lot of the backpack if both of these were hooked on. So, but it is kind of weird looking if you're in public. But it's a thing if you want. I don't know. Yeah, I should probably just carry more carabiners maybe so I can just hook stuff. Maybe that's the issue. But yeah, okay, we can go into the main compartment. So it's just two compartments really. The diagonal zipper at the front and then the main compartment here. So yeah, you can already see the laptop thing coming off. So I have a XM5 Sony headphones, a Kinto bottle, the bigger one, iPad mini, a pencil case, Muji notebook, and like 3 other textbooks. And here we have a little like pocket. I'm a zipper guy. I just don't want anything to fall out and stuff. So I prefer zippers everywhere. But this, like, it's not gonna, unless your backpack goes upside down. Like this won't come out. These won't come out. But yeah, I got anchor charger and my pencil. Oops, see if I missed it. Yeah. But you could put like small miscellaneous stuff in here. So this is how the laptop hooks. It's like with this like hook system. It says the brand of the hook system. It's called a Fidlock. Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah, Fidlock. But honestly, I wish the magnets were a lot stronger, or they had 2 or something. I don't know. Or just have like a stretchable enclosure, because this comes off all the time. Like in your bag, you can hear it. It seems secure. Like it won't go, but like, yeah, it won't go, but like it does come off so much in the backpack. I think this should have been redesigned. So another thing, this sometimes I've had it spin because it's just a screw, like you see. So like trying to screw this back into the right position, you have to like also guess where to start the screw, which is kind of annoying sometimes. But what the cool thing is, like, yeah, your laptop sleeve for your backpack is like a portable laptop sleeve, which is cool. I think that's very cool. Design is very nice. It's like a thin sleeve, which I actually prefer because I don't want a bulky, heavy sleeve. Like it's like if it's a M1 14-inch MacBook Pro, maybe the flimliness or like how this laptop is coming off all the time is also maybe because the laptop's heavier. Like I tried my wife's 13-inch MacBook M1, and It's lighter, so it wouldn't come off as much, but still, it does come off sometimes. So if you're, yeah, if you're okay with the wobbliness in the backpack going like this or coming off, like this is how it would feel. Like the backpack would be like this a lot of times. Then I guess you're fine with it. It definitely will stay in place a lot more if you have this filled up. I don't usually have it filled up. That's probably my fault. Maybe I'll just stuff some clothes. But yeah, so this is how it would work. I really think if they make this again, like they need to have like a stretchable compartment for the laptop. Just like a really tight one just for one laptop. Don't worry about the cup, the sleeve. Don't include it. And maybe a zipper here. I don't know, I'm a zipper guy. But let's take this out so you can see. Well, what I found useful also, if you don't want stuff to like move around so much, you have small stuff. Especially when I didn't have a lot of stuff, this obviously this bottle would just tip over, which is annoying. But that's what happens. But yeah, if I found this thing at Muji, it's like a bag compartment organizer, and this was perfect. Like for the small stuff, I could put something in here, and then small stuff in here. Like it was this is like, if you don't have much stuff in it and you have a lot of small stuff, I definitely recommend getting this. But yeah, let's take it out one by one. No, not one by one, sorry. All at once. Alright. Oops, sorry. Okay. So this is the bottom of it. Yeah, the quality, like no problems at all. I did notice, like if I wanted to really nitpick, one of these zippers was like sharp. Yeah, it like kind of, I don't know. I think I had this like in the factory, so maybe some QA thing, but this sharp part of the YKK zipper is like sticking out. I don't know why. It's not, yeah, it kind of came, but it's like, it's fine. It's like, I didn't have any problem zipping or like a hole. Yeah. Yeah. That's the inside. Yeah. Again, super well, like water wise, like super well built for that. Never had a problem with that. Yeah, I think they should just really get rid of this and just, yeah. The size, oh, by the way, is 20 liters. It doesn't feel like 20 liters, but it is 20 liters. Yeah, so the back, yeah. Basically, like I said before, when it wasn't like full, this bottom part, you'd feel it on your back, and this part would like hover. So to help that, you can use the strap so you can bring the top part back to you. Helped kind of, is also like you have to like have a strap on you. I really think they should reconstruct it in a way, maybe like attach it on the side here as well. And if the laptop wasn't folding like toppled over, it's fine as well. That would help a lot, but it always would topple over. So those are my only gripes, really. Yeah, it definitely got some use, like over time, 4 years, like. Definitely, I would put this on the floor a lot. But like the stitching hasn't, like, I guess here, some of the stitching's like coming off a bit here. But it's not like an issue where it's like has a hole or it's fully come off. I use this heavily. I use like as my everyday for the past 4 years. But mostly like from in the car and then to school or to work. But yeah, I think another thing is just inside really having, I mean, if this is more for like, if Ann Wander wanted to make like a city backpack that you could use for camping or just for waterproofness, maybe not for camping, I don't know. But I would personally love a water bottle holder, inside or outside. Like, it's just annoying my water bottle tips over. That's about it, really. This was a non-camper hiker review about it. I think it looks really cool. I may sell it. It was an arm and a leg. Like, so online you can get these. I've seen them for like 300, 400 USD. I got this in Japan with also tax free because I'm not a resident there. And the yen was like 1-to-1 with the Canadian dollar. I got it for like 30,000 yen, which is like kind of like 300 Canadian, which I still think is a lot. Don't get me wrong. I was very skeptical of it. I've never bought a bag for this much. And it's like, really, it was more of like 60% of the cost was the brand for sure. I'm aware of that. I need to detach. Sue me. What's crazy in Japan, I think, was it this year? I think it was this year. Yeah, I went with my wife to visit her family and for a friend's wedding. And in Muji, I kid you not, it was such a similar backpack they had. Like, it was so similar, and it was like $80 or like $50 or something like that. I was actually really wanting to get it, but I only saw it in Muji Japan. I did not. Muji in Japan has like a lot more stuff, like 80% more stuff than Muji in NA, North America. So if I see that, maybe I'll get it and just do a comparison. But yeah, hoping to see better like day-to-day TPU backpacks. I hear like these other materials like X-Pack is equally waterproof and like way more durable. So might get one of those, like the Air or the Able Carry X-Pack backpacks. But I still like this design. I'm getting older and I'm realizing I don't like promoting brands. Like, I rather have something meaningful. So this was a pro when I first got it, but now it's a con. So at least it's like not like a super well-known brand, and like, yeah, and it's like kind of minimal. Anyway, it would be cool if they just maybe got rid of the and Wonder. I'd be down for the cool triangle. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. Let me know how I did. This is like not scripted at all. I'm hoping to make more videos that I just want to make, whether it's like clothing brands that are more like smaller and local to like smaller countries outside and North America, or it's informative videos too that I find no one has made. So yeah, let me know.